Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. This is your host, Keely Austin. Today is Thriving Thursday and it is September 3rd. As of right now, we have 33 participants on the line. Make sure that you do reach out to your team. We don't want any ICMs missing out and left out from this amazing training. So Wanda has brought a really wonderful touch of personal development to our Thursday mornings, and I'm just so grateful that she spends an hour with us every Thursday to share with us what's working for her and how we can focus on our mindset and focus on our self-development so that we can continue to grow and strive within our businesses. So Wanda has a wonderful story. She was born in Puerto Rico, and she earned herself 2 master's degrees in education, despite many life challenges. In her career, she succeeded in many ways, but only to an extent where she would reach a ceiling every time she attempted to reach higher. She spent most of her time trading hours for dollars, and on the side, she was always looking for business opportunities. As we can see with what Wanda's been able to do with Renatus, she has an entrepreneurial spirit. But before Renatus, she struggled and was never really able to accomplish much in her business attempts. About 3 years ago is when Wanda found Renatus, and she has now exceeded her income goals in less time and in less effort. In her first 8 months alone, she earned 6 figures and has continued to do so each year after. Wanda has completed around 20 real estate transactions. So not only is she killing it on the marketing side, she's also taking action with real estate and watching her classes. Wanda has built a large team of entrepreneurs. She is recognized by our CEO as a key leader and is also on our PIT team, which is the President's Advisory Council and Training. So I'm really excited what Wanda has to share with us this morning. Good morning, Wanda. How are you?
Good morning, Keely. How are you doing? Thank you for hosting these meetings and for all the hard work that you put together every morning to put everything together for us. And welcome everybody on the line. And I know we have, oh my goodness, 33 participants, and I recognize most of those names. So if you are new, welcome to these calls. We host these calls like Monday through Thursday, and we have amazing trainings every morning. And my take is mostly on personal developments, like Kelly mentioned, and basically because I have been contemplating and realizing that we do have with Renatus all our skills, and we get the skills and the tools and the knowledge. Sometimes it's something within us that doesn't let us move forward. And I have taken the assignment that Michael gave us on reading The Art of Word. And that book is amazing. And one of the things, and I'm not going to kind of going over the book today, I'm just going to take some of the concept, the main concept, and apply it to myself. And when I was growing up in school and everything, I thought I had a very good kind of skills for writing, and I like writing poems. I like writing, scriptures, like things, and always in my mind, I have dreamed that I want to have like my name on a book. But as of right now, I don't have a book. Although I have one chapter on those books that Woody put together for investors. So I can say, okay, I wrote a chapter on a book, but not like I have written my own book. And one of the things that we need to realize is that everybody comes with a purpose. So you have a purpose. When you join Renatus, you join for a purpose. And I want you to think about that purpose. I want you to think, why did you join Renatus? Most of the time it's because you have some dreams. You have dreams and you have aspiration, you have things that you want to complete in life. I don't know how to really start writing a book other than start writing, obviously, but I don't know how much it's going to cost me. I don't know how much, who do I contact? I have began with Woody to investigate all of that, and he started to explain me. But it's not like I feel like I'm a pro or that I'm capable of. but that brings, maybe not capable of, I probably am capable of, or I think that I'm capable of, but I don't take the time or the energy to put it into writing a book. The same thing happened with our businesses. Sometimes you think, okay, I have this business, I have this tool, I have this knowledge. How I'm going to put it into perspective? How I'm going to put it to work? And that's the question that sometimes you stay there because there's a resistance. And that's mostly what this book talks about, it, resistance. And resistance, as the author mentioned, is kind of an evil. So it's something that is going to be between your purpose and yourself. Is that resistance? That piece of action that you're not going to take because you're either afraid or you have an ego in between that doesn't let you move forward to complete that dream or to complete that purpose. And that is so important because sometimes we just think that it's all about the processes and the things that you're going to do or to complete that. And another concept in the book that is, what is becoming a pro or being an amateur? So those two constructed. But before I move into that one, I want to open up the mic and I want to bring this discussion. What do you think is resistant? What do you think is resistant? Open up, anybody who wants to participate. I prefer people who never participate so we get the perspective of other people. So anybody who has not participated on my calls, if you can open up your mic and say, tell me, what do you think is resistant? Anybody want to open up the mic? Yes, I hear somebody.
You're saying resistance, correct?
Resistant, when you resist something, resistant.
Yeah. So yeah, if everyone's been following along with the straight line persuasion that we've been all learning, one of the, I think that ties it really well with resistance is the story you tell yourself of why you don't achieve what you want in life. And I think that, like what you just said, it really ties it into that. So what we tell ourselves is, that story we tell ourselves of why we can't have what we want is what I think resistance is.
Yes. Thank you. Let me see if I read correctly. Oh, I miss your name, Ramirez, right? I read your last name.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, that is exactly what it is. It's something that you're gonna resist doing something, but that is so, according to this other author on the World of Art, is kind of evil because it's that force that's trying to stop you from becoming who you need to become. And you have to move forward that resistance and move out, get out of that resistance and do it. Let's mention some of the resistance that you probably face every day. What are some of those? Maybe we can play along. Ramirez, I forgot your first name. I didn't read your first name.
Isaac, yeah.
Let's play along. So, Isaac, yes. What are some of the resistance now that you understand the actual definition?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, let me see. I think there's somebody off mute. Keely?
I took care of it. Yep.
Oh, thank you. All right. Isaac. So do you define resistance? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you when the other person entered. But you define the resistance, and now let's think about what are the kinds of resistance. And I saw on the chat, Diane wrote something. She said that is procrastination. So that's one of those, yes, procrastination. Isaac, which one, what other things you feel like are resistance?
So in my case, it's more of just having like fear to put myself out there and, you know, not really taking advantage of all those opportunities that come into my life. And so I've been actually fortunate enough to work with a group of investors with Renatus to actually help out on a property. So that's one thing that I decided to take that leap of faith and not be resistance and just kind of fight that urge and gut of fear that I always have. And
Yes.
I think through that, I think it's just like repetition, just constantly fighting that urge. And I think from that point out, it'll get easier and easier as you go through on it. And it goes both on the marketing side and on the real estate investing side as well.
That is completely true. Fear is going to be one of those resistant items that is going to petrify you and put you on a stop sign that you will not move. And that is, at least you recognizing it. And then you said, oh, hold on. What are the items of the fear? What is really what I'm afraid of? If fear is false evidence appearing real. So why, if it's not real, what am I afraid of? And it's that evil, resistant evil thing that put it into your mind. And then it doesn't let you move forward, because that's, you know, that evil thing, and I'm not putting this as religion or anything, I'm bringing the analogy from the book as well. So I want you to understand this. But that evil force is kind of making you stop from the progress that you need to make to become who you need to become. And yet, Renatus is the vehicle. But I know that you came here for some dreams, right, Isaac?
Yeah. I mean, basically, I'm gonna share my camera now. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
For me, it was just like always just wanting to do more in life. Like, I don't know, I just felt the need to not only help myself, but to help those dearly close to my heart. And I don't know, like I was resistant too of joining Renatus, but I think over a span of 12 months, I started to get to know the community better, started joining more events. And I just really saw truly what Renatus was all about, is how not only like real estate investing, but also help in your personal development. That was, I think, the big takeaway for me, was how to grow as an individual and how to just become the best version of yourself. And so, like, basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm thankful to be a part of this group, and I'm thankful, you know, to be, you know, with such great people and, you know, learn really what it means to become the best version of yourself.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I look at your beautiful face and I'm like, you know what? You are so lucky, Isaac, because you are young. I'm 57, and I feel like some of my time as a youth, I have these dreams and I have these aspirations and I have all of these ideas that I wanted to develop, but I didn't know how. I didn't have the vehicle. And you're younger, so you have the vehicle. If I knew back in my 20s, now I would be a millionaire by now. So now you have all of these years in front of you to accomplish all of those dreams and to help the people that you want to help. And especially when you put your mindset into that. So you have the vehicle. You know, Renatus is the vehicle. Renatus, you have marketing side, you have the investor side, but I don't think people are going to be, you know, happy just doing houses and flipping houses. I think the happiness is going to come when you use the money that you make and help others, like Isis said. She has always that desire of helping others. And I started Renatus for the same thing. Yes, I like flipping houses, that's a like, but my desire is to have all of that wealth and put it into something that helps people. That's mainly what I want. That's mainly my desire. So you individually have to find What are those desires? What are those dreams that give you the freedom that you want in life to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it? And obviously, Renatus is that vehicle that gives you the passive income for you to move forward with the actual dreams. That makes sense? But then it comes to the resistance. Okay, I know that this will work. This will be the right vehicle. This is my Mercedes. This is my BMW. Perfect. But I'm afraid to drive it because you have the sport button that will go so fast that maybe I don't know how to control it. That's the question. And that's where the resistance comes. And he said, okay, Isaac, I'm sorry, but you feel sad today. You're not gonna get up from bed and do what you need to do. You're not gonna analyze any deals today. You're not gonna call anybody because you are tired or you need to do whatever. You need to run some errands, and it puts some excuses in between and fill up your day. And by the end of the day is over and you didn't do anything. And it's just because resistance is working over you. So what can we do? And are you relating to this, Isaac? This is real in your case. What are the things that you will do then to avoid and to take that resistance away?
I mean, I don't know, just this past week, like I got really involved, and I think it's just like what the who says it? I forget his name, but like last night the property tour.
Tim, with Tim.
Ryan Black, I think.
Oh, Ryan Black. Yes.
He's always saying like knowledge is or your mindset is like the key to like unlock knowledge. Mindset and knowledge are the two big words that I took away from that. And basically, yeah, that was in my case. Like this past week, I just got really involved in my education, really involved in the calls and everything, and being a part and participating. And like I can already slowly tell that it's shifting me into that non-resistant path where I'm allowing myself to take those risks, put myself in those situations, and it's opened up so many doors literally in this past week. And I'm just so excited to see what happens in these upcoming few years. Like it's been such a blessing.
Awesome. So in getting involved, that's so, and connecting with people, that's one of the items and one of the things that you can do to actually avoid the resistance or take the resistance away from you. And look at this, 49 people on the line. How many are resisting right now? And some days we have 100 people. But so many of them are, well, maybe personal development, I don't need it, and that's the resistance that they put in. And they, oh no, it's too far when we were driving to events. Oh no, I have something to do at 7 and we have to show up for the event, even online. I'm busy, I probably put in an excuse, or watching the TV or doing the dishes or doing something, taking somebody out, or whatever reasons you put it in is the resistance. And then, like Isaac said, getting involved, getting connected, that will take that resistance away. And what it's going to do is just make you a pro. So right now you're an amateur. So you are beginning in your career of being an investor, but you want to become a pro. And the book also refers into that. So giving everybody this assignment of reading this book is really awesome. And it's only about a few hours, so it's not a long one. You can read it in a walk, or listen to it. But then it makes that definition between becoming a pro or being an amateur. An amateur does things like part-time. Oh, today, maybe tomorrow, and put always an excuse and procrastination, like Diana wrote on the chat. So procrastination, leaving everything for the next, oh, I have time for tomorrow, I have time next day. It's not until next week. And then you let it go and let it go. So that is not a professional, that's not pro. But you want to become a pro. A pro does things like 24/7. It doesn't matter if money comes. It's not about it's about delayed gratification, not immediate gratification. So what are you going to do that it doesn't matter if you make money or not? I'm going to learn this. I'm going to get in the deal whether I make money or not. I'm going to join this group because I'm just absorbing. I want to become a pro. I'm going to learn more, and practice more. I'm putting myself out there so people know me, and I'm becoming something else, just not because you want recognition or you want to have the money, but because you want to be out there doing the things that eventually the gratification comes. In this book, the author even give a story about him being writing different books and not selling not even one. Well, he wrote the next one and the next one and the next one until it was a hit. So basically, sometimes we attempt something first and we fail. And then we say, oh, forget it. I'm not going to do it again. No, that failing is so important. That failing is the one that it's going to make you get up and continue on. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again because I'm not going to let anything step on the way of my dream. I'm not going to allow anything I say to help me help my family to complete my goals and the things that I burn in my heart. Right? When you were talking about your desire of helping your loved ones, you feel a burn in your heart, correct? Because that's inside of you. That's what you want to do. I don't know if you want to give a house to your mom or help your mom or whomever, all those loved ones around you. Me, for example, I love going when there's disasters and like hurricanes and earthquakes, go and help people in needs that have lost things. That gives me passion. That gives me some kind of emotion that I'm like in other sphere. But when I have done it, I experience that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is kind of a calling for me. That's something that I love doing. So if you find what you love, then you become a pro on the vehicle that you have to complete what you love and to complete the desires of your heart and the purpose for why you're here, to help others. We all have that strength to help others in different ways. I may be, for me, and particularly I have, is to inspire others to move forward and to continue on despite challenges. Because I have gone through challenges and I know it's possible. And Kelly mentioned earlier, the sky is the limit. No, the sky, there's not even limits. I'm not going to put limits. There's no limits at all. And because once you put a limit, then, I reach, sometimes there's another say, I'm going to try to hit the sky and at least I'm going to hit a star. No, don't worry about it. Just do it. Just do it. Keep hitting because you're going to get there. And I know it's possible because I've been there and done that. And I failed many times. And probably right now I'm in the failing mode. And this is very, very important. And I'm going to be a little bit kind of, this is a sensitive topic, but it's a failing. I'm going through a failing moment right now. And the fact that I'm failing is, I fail, is like, okay, how I'm going to pick up these pieces and continue on. And then I was in one podcast recently, and I heard this, I'm not failing, I'm learning. So when you shift in your mind, that mindset is like, no, this was not a failing, this was a learning experience. And now I know what I don't have to do. It's like Thomas Edison. He attempted to create the light, thousands of times? And at the end, he said, it's not that he failed thousands of times on creating the light. It's just that he created thousands of ways not to create a light. That's different, right? So then he discovered how to create the light. But the other attempts were the ways not to create light. So thank you, Isaac. I think your willingness to learn and to be connected is going to get you, oh my goodness, if you are in your 20s or 30s, you have way long, and I'm glad that you're learning all of this stuff, because I know that you can complete your dreams if you continue on. I want to see if anybody else can come up mute and tell me if you want, right, and kind of share how are you now trying to become a pro, and how are you fighting that resistance? Anybody come up mute? Who is this? Okay, I see Joy. Are you willing to participate, Joy?
I will do it, Wanda.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead, Sandra.
I'm driving, but I can talk. So
Yes, please.
right now, like you said, I'm failing forward, but I don't. I actually enjoy it now. it becomes a challenge for me, and I'm getting rid of the belief that I'm by myself. Um, you know, the things that happen in your life makes you think things that are not true. And yeah, one of my beliefs was that I was by myself. Obviously doing positive things, helping others, supporting my family. I come from a family that my dad is an alcoholic, so I had to step in and take care of everybody. So I kind of put myself the last, and I'm always there supporting others, but I didn't support myself. So that's my journey, and I'm getting rid of it. That I have to do it all, and that I can have anybody, or that persons that I can count on. So I find myself that it's not true that as long as I ask for help. So and now especially, you know, when seeing all of this, like the community and all the support that we have. So I'm actually pretty cool right now, and I'm just stepping forward. I don't care if I fail, because I find out that it's like you said, it's a learning experience, and we don't lose as long as we are in a gratitude attitude, because there's always something to be thankful for, and that's probably one of the things that I have always been, is like I keep a positive mind. And I'm not scared of failing. I just my only belief was that I had to get up by myself, and that's the point that it took me a little longer, because I wasn't kind to myself, but now I am, and it's like yeah, it's those steps and that process, and as long as you stay in the process, well, you just keep forward.
Thank you, Sandra, for sharing. And you mentioned a couple of things that are something that is in the book, and I heard it, and it's like, okay, hold on. And it's about asking for support. And you have mentioned, you know, kind of where you're coming from and where you are right now, and the challenges and so on, and the things that you're learning to continue on, that you have reassociated in your brain. No, it's not a failing, it's a learning process. I am moving forward. So that is really important, because that is kind of taking the resistance from your path. You just moving forward and taking resistance. But then and I want to say this very carefully, because we have support in the community and we support each other. These calls right now, we are supporting each other. But in the book, and that's where I kind of make me think, the authors talk about asking for support, which is a weak, but this is a form of resistance, because you're going to be here saying, oh, I'm not going to make these calls today, or I'm not going to go analyze the deal today, or I'm not going to do this or that because I need to ask for support. You have the knowledge, you have the tools, you have the support, but thinking that I need to sit down and ask for the support and not moving forward and not going, then that is a weakness. And that's in the book, okay? That's in the book. I'm just kind of paraphrasing this concept. And I'm analyzing it because I'm like, I've been trying to call Michael this week, like, oh, Michael, and I feel like I need your assistant, I need you, But if I do that, it's a form of weakness. But I know I can attend his call. I know he's going to be there if I call. It's not that he's not going to take my call. He will take it, and I will take my team's call as well and everything. It's just how you put it out there. And that's what I'm trying to analyze. The way that the author has put it is how I'm going to put it out there. Do I need support because I need somebody who really hold my hand? At this point, after 3 years, it's not the same like Isaac joined us recently. He needs a whole hand right now. But it's going to be when you want to become pro, not amateur. Once you pass from amateur to pro, then, okay, I know the tools. I know the answer. I may need a little word of encouragement. I can take that word of encouragement from the team, and I need to move forward. I need to move forward. And taking that resistance of weakness away. And I just kind of, again, interpreting what is in the book. So I still need to analyze this piece because in many times of my life, I have feel I need that support. I need to ask for help. I need to cry in somebody's shoulder. And maybe what I really, the universe is telling me that I need to be stronger and that I have all that strength within me. I see somebody of mutual. Do you want to say something? You're welcome to make a comment. Okay. All right. So
hi.
That's what
Wanda,
I feel this is intention of the book. Yes, go ahead.
Wanda, this is Joey Backwoods in Chicago. Hey, I couldn't go yet. I'm walking with my dog in the forest reserves, and a mama deer and a baby deer came out, and so I had to, make sure she didn't chase them. So anyway, listen, one of my best friends from college. He's been my accountant, and he's got a book. It's from the Stoics, a Stoic saying of the day. And Stoics are, like the old Greek guys or whatever, and they just with the basics, and they're strong and all that. But one of the comments they said over there is, hey, just because you're strong and this and that doesn't mean you're a failure if you ask for help. And you ask for help, and if people know that you're trying, they'll give you the help. They'll give you the help. And it's just it's really funny because these guys were they were just basic guys. They didn't have all the luxuries. They didn't this, but they worked, and they had, like, I believe conservative. But just because you've been extremely successful before doesn't mean that you need help now, or if you need help because you want to get ahead. And the thing that I found is sometimes some of the best people, the most successful people, they're really willing to help. They're really willing to help, and it really helps. In my belief, that if you to have a mentor, not only in life but maybe another one in business or whatever, and it's important. But the important thing is to no matter what, when somebody's down, and you still got to give him the hope that he could proceed and go ahead, which is important, and it's hard to get that from the inside. You know, it's easier to
Yeah.
get it from the outside and reinforced. You know, the trick is just finding the right people. You know,
Yes. And
finding, and
that's really
you got to go
important.
through them too. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So
That's totally agree with you. And actually, the author mentioned, yes, you need the support for the mentors, for somebody who knows a little bit more than what you know to guide you. You do need that. So when it's
absolutely.
coming for that, yes. But when it comes as a resistance, like, oh, I need Michael, you know, like I'm kind of dramatizing this, like, oh, oh my goodness, I need Michael to help me with the calls or to help me with this prospect in that sense. And there's cases, yes, you need the help from somebody else for second validation and testimony.
Mhm.
But when it
And
comes to
here's
doing
a
the
saying.
basics.
Here's a saying. I'm pumping water for my dog here. Hey, but there's a
Okay.
saying that, hey, do you know why Satan, why the devil is so wise? And I said, why? And he said, it's not because it's not because he's the devil. It's because he's old.
Yes, exactly. Oh, yes,
He's
that's true.
he's old.
That's a saying.
He's been around for
Not
millions
because
of
he's
years.
devil, it's
Whatever.
because he's old. Yes, exactly. The
Yeah.
experiences, right? And all that experience.
Amen.
And that's what makes you a pro. And in the book, they have the definition between amateur and pro. And when you're a pro, yes, you just find somebody else on the support and so on, but not in the weakness side. If you do
Exactly.
it on a weakness side, it's a resistance. If you
Right.
look for a support, like my example right now, oh, Michael, please, you know, I haven't called these people on all of that. That's a weakness side. And that is a resistance that I need to take away. Because I know how to pick up the phone and make the phone call. I know what to say. I know what I'm selling. And I know how to analyze a deal. I know how to talk to people. But if I'm not doing it, and I'm asking for sale on the things that I know how to do, I'm not doing it, that's my weaknesses, that's my resistance, and I need to take that resistance away. But when it comes to
Exactly.
a skill, when it comes to a skill, like, you know what, can you please sit down with me and analyze this deal? It seems like it's a good deal, but maybe not. And you ask for help as a mentor, somebody like Bill Predovon, who is a pro on that. Say, Bill, can you look at this deal and see if this is a good thing or not? He may gonna say, yes, it's good, maybe not. It may be good for him, maybe it's good for me, but it gives me a different perspective. That's not a sign of weakness. That is wise. You need a mentor. You need somebody a second set of eyes, if you will. So that is perfectly fine. Yes, that's perfectly
and,
fine.
And you know, we have, in Chicago over here, there's a guy in Renatus. His name is Les Putnam. And he did over 400 wholesale deals, over 800 wholesale deals. And he knows it inside and out, and he's got a system, he's got a process. And him and I are working. I said, man, this guy's doing it, so I got to learn. And he learned because he worked for a guy for 3 years for minimum wage to learn how they did it. And now he's absolutely the best. So, tying in with people that have done it and done it successfully is really important. To me, it is, because if they know how to do it, they know how to do it. He's been doing this for 11 years. 11 years.
Yes,
and, it's just tremendous. And, I think there's what you were saying just before I came in on this, saying with this is, I don't have accountability partners because nobody has to tell me to do anything. But sometimes if people can work together and, as a figure of speech, hold hands, then maybe they could work together and be accountability. But the thing that I found with a lot of them, they don't get the results. And if you got an accountability partner, it's good. But then I think it's 10 times more important that you have a mentor, so that, two blind people ain't going down the wrong path, in the beginning. So, all right, listen, you're very inspirational. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate your words. And yes, this is so important. And when you are in this path, yes, you need that mentor, you need that support to help you move forward, but not to feed your weakness. If it's to feed your weakness, like, okay, I'm gonna call Wanda or Michael. In my case, I call Michael because he's my pack, just to cry on his shoulder. And don't take me wrong, there's gonna be moments in which I need to cry on his shoulder, but at least he's so smart that he takes me out of that really quickly and shift my direction immediately. And then we move forward to planning and to executing and to move forward. And that's the kind of mentor that you need, not someone who feeds your weakness in keeping you, oh, it's okay, try again tomorrow. No, let's move forward. What you need to do right now? Let's pick up the phone. Okay, how many calls you want to make it, and so on. And that is now moving forward, taking that resistance away from your path to continue on. This last summer, I went to Bali. I just came, and we have in Bali, there's this little elephant. I forgot the name, but it has a lot of hands and trunks. And I was in this coaching program, and the coach was saying that elephant, that when a lot of situations happen in your life, negative situation, is because that elephant is going and taking all this resistance away from your path to clear up your path. And I'm like, that's kind of interesting way of looking at situations. And I use situations because I don't use the word problems, but I use situations that come in your life, which are challenging situations. It's just because you need to learn something for you to grow and continue moving forward. So I want you to think about this. All this resistance, if you need to do exercise and your body and your mind is telling you, I'm not going to wake up, that's resistance. And the only way is that you need to talk to your brain and say, you know what, I'm waking up today and I'm going to do my work. Or I'm going to do what you are called to do today. And in this book also, and the book, just for those who join us later, is that I'm referring, and I'm not coding everything on the book. I just pick up some extras of the main concept, which is resistance, and how to kind of go over the resistance and take resistance away of your path. And also we talk about becoming pro versus amateur and things like that, just to move forward in your life. So the book is the Word of Art. Is that the book, Kelly? The Word of Art. So anyway, that it's a wonderful book. It's very short, so you can listen in a few hours. It's not a long one, and it has a lot of nuggets. But what I have tried to convey today is like, and coming back to my main story at the beginning, when I was growing up, I wanted to always have the desire to have a book. And I had an experience in my life in 2011 that was really dark, very dark moment of my life. And I felt like God himself said, Wanda, stop repeating yourself. And this is what I want you to do. And one of the things was to write books. And I haven't done it, and that was 2011. So all of these years, and I haven't done it. So I'm sure that there's a resistance there. I'm sure that there are things in my path that are getting on my way because it's resisting that I have this message that I have to put out there. And I have been kind of letting myself stay on that path. So it's time probably to move forward, because then I always think about what Les Brown says, that the treasures of the world are in the cemetery. And the treasures of the world are in the cemetery because you come with a purpose. You come with something to do in this life. And you just keep it in your head, you keep it in your mind, and I have an idea here, an idea there, an idea here, an idea there, and the years come back and you don't do it, and the idea come back and you don't do it again, or a new idea comes afloat and nothing happens and nothing happens. And all of that is the resistance in your path. And then you pass away and all of those ideas come with you. And you have taken your treasures and the biggest ideas to the grave with you. But it is important to take that resistance away from you so you can complete what you came here to do, what you desire to do. Like Isaac was saying, that he has these desires to help. And it's important then that if he found this vehicle, that he continue this path so he can complete those dreams and that he can complete the desires of his heart. And I know that that is really engraved in his heart, because when he said it, you can see the passion that he has on helping somebody. And even though we fail and then we go through struggles and we go through challenges, you can pick up the pieces and move forward. Everybody can do it. You have the resources, you have the knowledge, you have the ability. You came with that. Don't put limits in your life. No, the sky is not the limits. There are no limits. There are not limits. And I'm not gonna shoot the sky to get a star. No, I am just shooting. Just shoot. You will get there. And I have 4 more minutes to end the call. Let's see what we have on the chat. Is there anything? There are some people putting some reference to books and stuff. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation. Isaac, you did awesome. And Sandra, and the last gentleman, sorry, I didn't catch your name, but yes, procrastination. Please, please, please just create a list of the things that are in your way, that are you resistant. What are your goals? What are the things that you want? Do your dream board and move forward. We have the best vehicle in life. Procrastination. Okay, involvement is one of the best. Yes, we talk about being involved and be connected. And during this time of being on Zoom and be only online, is for some people is hard. But hey, this is not going to last forever. So just stay there, stay connected, and continue on. That is another form of resistance. Oh no, this is online. We don't meet in it, so that's resistant. All right. I don't see. Can give up when obstacles are in the way. Thank you for your comment, Galaxy S9. Thank you, everyone. What is the book? Sue is the war, like shooting, war of art, word of art. And I will put that on the chat in Facebook. I came too late. The call. Can you please tell the book? Yes, that's the book. John Keely, Wall of Hearts by Stephen. Thank you, Keely, for putting it out there. And Kim says, I pray and pull my heart out to Heavenly Father. He is always there and support me and guide us. Yes, thank you so much for your comments. Resistance must be conquered daily. Yes, Keely. All right, guys, you are awesome.
Hey,
thank you.
Wanda,
yes.
Wanda, this
yes.
is Joey Beacon. I think it's
Hi,
The
yes.
Art of War. The Art of War.
Oh, the other, yes.
The Art of War.
You are right. Thank you so much. Yeah.
No, it's sorry.
The war of art. The war.
It's definitely the war of art.
The war of art.
The War of Art.
The war.
Oh,
of
okay.
art.
Because the oldest book ever written is The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Oh,
And
No.
No,
okay.
this one is
All right.
Stephen Pressfield. Stephen
Oh,
Pressfield.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But
Thank you. I stand
Yes,
corrected.
no, you're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. No problem. No problem. All right. So read the book. Get that book. It's just awesome. Let's see. Connie says, thank you, Wanda. This is something I needed. Thank you so much for sharing. This is make big difference to me. You're such a great leader. Thank you so much. Guys, I love you. I love you. And if you need anything, just let me know. But I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you in any way. And let's lift up each other and take all this resistance away. I gotta go to my meeting. So thank you so much. Thank you for your participation. It's been awesome. Bye-bye. Have a good day, good weekend, good Labor Day weekend.
Thanks, Wanda. I look forward to reading your book one day.
Yes, it will. Before I die, definitely. And you know, my grandma is 105. If I outlive her, I have 50 more years to go, so it will happen. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you tonight at the meeting. Bye-bye.